Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
On 1st and 10, Shelley eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They go play action here on 1st down. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Shelley. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Off the play fake. Shelley. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On 1st down, Shelley escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Shelley. Flush to his right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Shelley. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Gonzalez's kick is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Browns 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Shelley. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Shelley. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift there to make the grab. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10 to 7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. So that'll back him up 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Shelley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Fitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there. 2nd and 9 now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Shelley. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I'll go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Drive about to get started.
And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at it, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw on 2nd down, Shelley. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down, Shelley.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Boy, a lot of of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to lift the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw. Shelley. Throws right side, and that's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about it. You can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Throwing on first down, Shelley. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. On first and 10, Shelley. Trying to improvise. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Lions will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They'll look to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. And bulldozing his way through. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the Super Bowl.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 25. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. back to throw. Shelley. He'll get this off to Swift. And they'll get this down to the 10.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Swift. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. Looking to throw. Shelley. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
26 months. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 26
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Shelley. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And again, it's Chubb. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A run for Nick Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
And the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.